Hello, and welcome to Judy's Mind Body. Inhale here and exhale down for triple burner. Coming through three dantians, the head, the heart and lungs, and the abdomen. As you come down, it's an exhale. As you go up, it's an inhale. Through the nose, exhale down, tongue on the upper palate for the Qigong breath. Three more. Inhaling up, exhaling down slowly. Bringing the elbows out to the side when you come down. Relaxation response. Shake it out. Shaking it out from the ankles, the hips, the knees, the upper body. And exhaling once you come up on the inhale and down on the exhale. Let's do our next move. Buddha picks up the earth. Feet are in a V. Exhale down. Let the knees release a little bit there. Inhale up. Turn the palms upside down to exhale out. Pushing the world up into the sky with your exhale. Three more of Buddha picks up the earth. Two. And last one. Inhaling and exhaling down. As you exhale down, you come to the low dantian, which is the inhale right here point and the exhale point. Here's the inhale for expansion. Here's the exhale. As you exhale back, the energy moves to the Ming Men, the low spine. So once again, inhale here. Try a bind in back by bringing this hand to your lower back and inhale in front. And exhale back to the bind, which is the low spine. Expand the belly. Slowly contract the belly. Relaxing by shaking out. And now we'll do several groundings. Inhaling up to the heart and lungs, exhaling down to the abdomen. Inhaling up through the heart and lungs, up to the head, turning the palms over and down and exhaling. Coming up to the trees, inhale here, bring the palms center and exhale down. Inhaling up to the hills, bringing it center and exhaling down. Coming all the way up towards the heavens, slight back bend of the upper spine. Inhaling here back to center and coming down in relaxation response. Elbows are out. Inhale first. Good. Shake it out. Shake out at the ankles, the knees, the hips, the upper body, and bring the arms up and make a little ghostly sound like, oh, ready? Oh, that helps to warm up the voice. Shake it out again. And this time a little bit higher. Ooh-hoo. Ready? Ooh. And one more even higher and right above the cheeks. Inhale. Ooh. That's it. Shake it out again. Tapping across the body. This is for the feeling of letting go of the heels and sliding on the front of the foot. Knocking at the gates. The gates now first are the abdomen, and then they're here at the kidneys. You can go all the way around with your hands like that. And now bring it up to the chest, the lungs, the center point here, which is your sternum, and make a sound like Tarzan. Ah, really feel that warm up of the upper chest. Again, inhale. Aha! And now right out here underneath the arm there. Aho, aho. Good. And now we're going to tap down. You're going to fold forward first from the hips, flat back to there. And then release, rounding the back, coming down. The fingertips will be outside your toes. Inhale back up. The backs of the hands this time touch. This is the fountain. Inhale. Fold forward halfway, flat back, and now relax. And notice that your knees were very released there, okay? You don't have to go down too far, but you want to make sure they're relaxed. Coming up again. This time we're going to make a sound on the exhale, which will be washu. Inhale. Washu. Inhale up. And last one of the fountain. Inhale first. Very good. Now tap inside the legs. You're kind of in a squat position here, so that inner thighs are open. And come down the other side, flat back and release, tapping. Maybe your toes, if you can reach that. Just make sure you bend the knees. Coming back to the tummy, and then up to the chest. And then down this arm, tapping, back up it, across the chest, back down the other arm, up it. Let's do that again. Good. Now you're going to smooth down the skin, bringing the energy into the fascia, your skin, and your blood vessels. Just smoothing it down, passing over any areas where there is sensitivity. And the other side, the other arm. Inside of the arm. Good. And then just smoothing out the hands and the fingers, massaging them. Good. And then coming back to the back of the head, notice that it's very warm back there if you put your hands on that area. And you can use that warmth around your neck to warm up the hands. Good. We're going to do some finger exercises today. So coming out here, sitting on something, bringing your hands out, and you're on your edge of your chair so that you're not dropping your back there. You're really sitting up tall. Okay, here we go. You're going to bring the palms out and bring the elbows into the body here, right above your hip bones and right under this chest area so that you've got something to rest your elbows on. And you're going to bring your thumbs in and out to the middle of the palm, and then your index fingers out and up, in and out. Then the third fingers in and out, in and out. Fourth fingers in and out, in and out. And little pinkies in and out, in and out. Good. Now you're going to turn the palms inward. 3, 4, 5, 6, and outward. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Index fingers inward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and outward. Third fingers inward. And out. Ring fingers in, circling in, and circling out. Pinkies inward, inward circles, and outward. Good, and shake it out. Good. Now you're going to bring your feet out into a V and inhale up with the index finger and the thumb, picking up a feather. And notice how your hips, your knees, and your ankle are fairly grounded over here. Now exhale down. Inhale up, coming all the way up towards the ceiling if you're comfortable with that arm. That's the third one. And now we'll do this on the other side. It's called picking up a feather and letting it go. Ready? I would put my hand on the stool or chair here so that you have support. Inhale. Up. Exhale down. Each time maybe a little bit higher depending on how your arm extends, but you'd be able to connect the peripheral vision with your arm. That's the best with your breath. Inhale. Through the nose. Exhale, tongue on the upper palate for the Qigong breath. Come back to center. Now from here, without dropping back to the back of your stool or chair, you're going to take a big spoon here and you're going to stir a pot, big pot. Okay, so we're stirring with this whole body, with the hip, the knee, the ankle. Then we're going to stir back this way. And you'll feel that through your hips. Okay, ready? Here we go. Single long stem in your mind. And let's just bring the palms together like this. You see that? Okay. And around. 2, 3, we're going to do 6. This is moving to your right. I am mirroring you here. Good. Now we're going to move towards your left, that way. Ready? Keep your feet solidly on the ground. Inhale and stir. 4, 5, 6. Good. Now with your stool or chair, you're going to take your hand down to grab onto something, perhaps the side of it. And you're going to inhale and slide down. Ready? And bring the other hand up. This is a side bend with chair or stool. Inhale, exhale here. Inhale, exhale. Say, whoosh. Inhale, exhale. Whoosh. Inhale, exhale. Whoosh. And come back to center. And this is called another V here, that we've got our V with our feet and our V with our hands. And we're going to bring this hand down. That's earth. We're going to bring this hand up, and that's heaven. Inhale. Now the other side. Inhale, this hand up and this hand down. Inhale up. And this time, inhale down. Exhale down. Again, now from the other side. Keep switching. Good. That's called heaven and earth. Come back here in a V, and we're going to slide down this way to make a side bend, holding on to a chair leg and holding on the other side, slide down. Good. There's a lot you can do with a chair or stool to get yourself watching television or whatever else to just work with your body. So this is going to be the propeller from Qigong. You're going to inhale and then twist to your right on the exhale. Inhale and twist all the way around and begin to exhale. Normally we exhale as we twist. Inhale, center. And come back to center. And we'll bring the hands up in prayer, bring them together, and exhale down at your abdomen. Again, inhale. Come into prayer and exhale down. And one more. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling down through the central body. The tongue is in the upper palate. And shake it out. With the picking up a feather, we're going to add vowels. Okay, the vowels are E, A, Ah, O, U. Those are the primary vowels we have. So we're going to pick up the E first. Inhale. E. Exhale. Ah. Ah. A. A. Take it up even higher. O. O. And ooh. Ooh. Okay, try the other side. Okay, you ready? Starting with this is going to be E, A, A, O, U. Start with E. E. Hold on to the stool this time. Okay, A. A. Ah. Ah. Oh. Oh. And really nice high ooh. Ready? Ooh. Very nice. Okay. Now we will just feel the spinal twist, not with a propeller, but with a prayer. So you're going to inhale and you're going to bring the feet around, touching the ground, warming up the front of the foot, inhaling back and exhaling to twist. When you twist, you'll feel your abdomen moving towards the right now, back to center on the inhale, and really ground through the balls of the feet and over here to the exhale. If anything is hard today, just modify for your own body. You don't have to do anything. You can always just watch. Okay, so now we're going to move into the head and the shoulders and come down the body for circles. So first, you're going to bring your chin to the chest and this ear on your right side towards the shoulder and then around and back to the other side and hold on to the stool, maintaining, if possible, the shoulders staying down. We're going to do 3 circles of the head. Towards your right, above, towards your left, down, chin to chest. And one more, moving to the right ear to right shoulder, and then back to the left. Good. Take a deep breath. And we're going to go the opposite way, your left ear to your left shoulder, and then start with your chin to the chest. I'm holding my shoulders down and back. I'm just going back here to my stool here, holding them down and back. Okay, that's pretty safe. And you're grounded into the floor here just by dropping your feet. You're going to bring your chin to the chest, your left ear to your left shoulder, and coming around to your right ear. So that's called counterclockwise when you move from left to right. And it's called clockwise when you move from right to left. Let's move from right to left. Make sure you breathe. Good. The next we're going to do is another Qigong move, and this is the owl. Just relax the hands, maybe bring them out into open palms here, and look very slowly with the chin this way, towards your right, and back to center again. I like to sometimes bring my index finger to my chin so I can feel that I'm staying level with the earth and not dropping it. Good. So now try it with your third eye, which is right at the middle of the forehead. That'll lift you up a little higher. You can hold on to the chair if you want to with the other hand. I want you to feel that center point of the forehead. That's your third eye. And bring that third eye around to the right. And notice how your hips go with it. And your upper chest. Come back to center on the inhale and twist the opposite direction for the owl. Come back to center. Fingertips inside the shoulders, bringing your shoulders up, back, and down. When you come back down, the shoulder blades roll down the back. Feel that. Good. Now, when you go the opposite direction, I'm going to go this way now. When you go the opposite direction, back, up, forward, and down, the chest is apt to drop. See if you can feel the shoulders moving and that the back does open back there as the shoulders pull apart, but that you are now opening the back and closing the front. Now, can you do that without dropping the upper spine? Good. Now we're going to do a few more things for the shoulders. This is going to be big arms. So inhaling here for the crawl. And you might need to hold on with the opposite hand so that you don't fall off your stool. Good. Get situated again. Make sure that your hips are at the front of the stool here and you're on your sits bones here and you're grounded into the floor. Okay, we'll now do another thing for the shoulders, which is the backstroke. Pretend you're on a raft and you have no cares in the world right now. No work today, nothing, just looking up at the sun. For backstroke, keep your feet solidly on the floor. That was a little bit of a back bend there, so be careful. Okay, and now we're going to do the this one where you're inhaling and you're going to exhale. Use washu. Washu. So let's see what it looks like. You're going to inhale and push here. Washu. And this arm will move out. Washu. For the breast stroke. Washu. 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 And one more of the breaststroke. Whoosh. Good. So I think we've done quite a few of our basic Qigong moves. We're going to now stand up. We won't use the stool now. So put your stool back carefully. Take it easy. We're almost coming into Tai Chi Chih. You might want to have a sip of water so that you're hydrating yourself. Move carefully and without any effort. Now that we don't have the stool, we can do the prayer twist from yoga. Coming to the front of the feet, bringing your palms together in prayer that looks like that. Inhaling, releasing the heels behind you, coming up to the balls of the feet, and you're going to exhale this way. Inhale to twist. Prayer twist from yoga. Inhale, center. Notice how hips, upper body, head, and third eye move together. Inhale, center. Prayer twist this way. Inhaling again and letting it go. Hip rolls forward to your right, back to your left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points. Forward, right, back, left, forward. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. That was all going this direction, but we started over here. Now we're going to go to the left first after we go forward. Forward, left, back, right, forward. So that gets your joints moving in here, your hips, your knees, your ankles together. Very, very important. And I've got my thumbs now on my hip bones. I'm trying to stand up tall so that I have a feeling that I'm being held by a string up here at the crown of my head, the back of the skull. Good, coming around. And now we're going to make nice circles. We're going to first go to the right, forward. And the opposite direction. This really lubricates your joints when we do all this. The rolls are for lubricating the joints. We did head, we did the shoulders, and now we're doing the hips. And let's do the wrists. We did some work on our fingers before. So now we're just going to bring the elbows close to the ribs, and just in this area between the rib cage and this down here, your hip bones, bring your elbows there. And now turn the wrists. Now we're actually simply giving them a brace to work from, but notice how the wrists are turning forward. And now we're going to turn them the opposite way, backwards. Good, that's about 6 on each side. And now to do the ankles, I would just come to the wall somewhere in your house. If you got a wall nearby, just bring one foot forward and turn the ankles inward, one ankle. And going the opposite direction. Outer circles, inward circles. Good. And the foot that's moving is the foot where you want to have the wall there. Okay, so I'm going to go to the other side. Bring out the outer foot here, this foot. Ready? And we're going to go, let's do inward circles. Sometimes one foot works better than the other, depending on injuries. 5, 6, and now the opposite way, outer circles. Good, and now we're going to squat, because squats are really important, especially if you're in the woods. You're going to inhale here, bring the knees out to the side, open up the inside of your thighs and your calves, and squat down like that. Good, and the knees really pretty much stay in a 90-degree position. You don't want to bring the knees out beyond the big toe. So something like that. Good. Here's your squat. Come back up. And from the side, you shouldn't look like you're going like that. So you want to just come down pretty much straight from the crown of the head down to the tailbone here. So you might want to put your third finger on your crown of your head back here and your thumb on your hip, this bone right there. And now inhale up and squat. Inhale up and squat. Tailbone is right where the thumb is. And one more. Good. And let's do the Buddhist walking meditation so we can begin to move forward here with our bodies standing up. And you're going to put your feet in a V and shift over here to the right and release this left heel and pull ropes on that side. So here's the hand that's over the foot, which for you is your left hand. Inhale and exhale. You're going to use Wishu. Inhale first. That was 4. Now we're going to go back. Other side. This toe is already back, so you can start with it. Toe, center of the foot, heel. And one more. Very good. Shake it out. Good. I'm going to move here so we're ready to start our Tai Chi Chi. You might want to take another sip of water now so that you have enough hydration to start your practice. Drink slowly so you're not choking. Inhale. Tai Chi Chi is 19 movements and one pose. We're first going to start with this beautiful sense of the body, just relaxing here. Tadasana, mountain pose in yoga. When we use the Sanskrit, it's called Tadasana. And the palms are out, they're open. And just breathe. Let's take in 3 yoga breaths. You're going to bring your left hand to your belly, your right hand up here to the heart. Open the feet out in a V a little bit. And inhale, expand the belly, the rib cage, the upper chest on your inhale. And as you exhale down, maintain the height of the chest. Exhale down. Exhale down. Third breath. Expansion, contraction. Expansion on the inhale. Contraction on the exhale. Then when that contraction happens, this area moves in and it sends the energy to your low spine or the Ming Men. So this is an internal practice. Tai Chi Chi has 19 movements in one pose. It's attributed to Justin Stone. And Wen Shan Wang was an influence and many other practitioners. It has ancient roots. Rocking motion. Coming to the front of the foot on your inhale, the heels rise. Coming back on your exhale, the toes rise. This is 3, 4. We're going to 9. When you inhale, feel the figure 8 that's here. I like to draw it with my index fingers and then relax my palm. and my elbows. And feel my feet. 2 more. Of rocking motion. And sink it down, resting on globes of energy, which are in resistance to gravity. And our second move will be bird flaps its wings. As you inhale, you'll feel the body lengthen. As you exhale, you'll feel the body release, and your feet are in a V here. You're a bird on the edge of a branch. On the third one of your sinking here, you do a wrist circle forward, which is to symbolize that the bird may be learning how to fly. Second cycle of 3. Third cycle of 3. Now we inhale center and we ground it through the earth. Inhale and sink. Resting on globes of energy in resistance to gravity. Feet in a V as we begin our first weight shifts forward and back. Inhale, shifting to the right, bring your left heel forward. Around the platter in chest-high water. 9 times. Stand tall. 5, we're going to 9. 6, stay with me, it's slow. 7, 8, 9. You'll always start with your left foot. Now we ground it, so you inhale, both feet are in a V here, and sink it down. That helps you prepare your next move because your outer foot will be the left now, and it's already at a 45-degree angle. Shift to the left. Release your right heel forward. Find a good place for it that's comfortable for you. Around the platter in chest-high water. Releasing the heel back there, and now releasing the toe in front. The fingers are relaxed and open. The palm is rounded, and there's energy between the center of the palm and the earth. 7, 8, 9. 9 is the noble Chinese number that was declared by one of the emperors, we think, in the Ming Dynasty. Exhale down. Shift it to the right, bring your left forward for around the platter variation. The variation is a ball of energy that starts at this left shoulder, is inhaled and drops right opposite the heart on the long exhale back to the same left foot. It's a circle. A platter is a circle. So when you circle here, you circle back through the heart area and back over here. And you're inhaling on one side of the brain and exhaling on the opposite. The exhale should feel like it's longer than the inhale because that's what relaxes you. 7, 8, 9 of a round the platter variation on your left side. Inhale to ground it through the earth here and rest on globes of energy in resistance to gravity, and shift towards your left to bring your right heel forward. Inhale at the shoulder here on your right side. Come forward. Exhale, slowly come back. 2, 3. The exhale starts when you pass the heart. 4, right here. The inhale starts when you pick up the ball. 7, it's a circle within a bigger circle. 8, last one. 9. Inhale and sink it through the earth. Rest on globes of energy at the low dantian in resistance to gravity. And now you're going to, with your feet in a V, shift to the right to bring your left forward for bass drum. And your body is inside of the drum, right outside the breasts here. Inhale and sink it down. And now come forward on the inhale. And back on the exhale. Watch that back foot. Make sure it's 45-degree angle to receive the energy. Feel it in your feet. When you go forward, the back heel seems to lift. When you go back, the front toe will lift. But not very big lifting. It's very subtle. You want to glide through the middle, which we call the bubbling spring, and then release either front or back. The middle of the foot is an important acupressure point, so that's why we call it the bubbling spring. It just goes springing up that energy through the whole body. 3 more on your left. Relax the wrists. Last one. Good. Bring the foot back into a V. Inhale here. Sink it down. Rest on globes of energy. Shift towards your left. You're going to bring your right heel forward. Your feet already is ready to receive the energy there, so you don't need it yet, but you will. Bass drum, right side. Three more. Last one of bass drum. Inhale, exhale, feet in a V. Release the knees. And our next move will be daughter on the mountaintop. Shift to the right, bring your left heel forward. Inhale forward on this left foot. Inhale and sink it down. Your left hand is, if you start in prayer here, it's going to slide behind the wrist here, and that allows the fingertips to come down without moving out. They come down straight. So feel that. Five. Inhale. 6, 7, 8, 9. Feet in a V. Inhale and sink down. So when you're on your right side, your left hand will still be the inner circle, and your right hand will be in the outside. So I can't really show you this except doing this. Here's your left hand. Here's your right hand. And when they cross, the left hand is always on the inside because it's your heart hand. Moving towards your right to release, towards your left to release your right leg. Daughter on the mountaintop. Starting down here. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Left hand still close to the heart this time. The circles cross right at the heart. An outer circle, which is your right hand. And an inner circle, which is your left, the heart hand. Two more. On your right side of daughter on the mountaintop. Rest on globes of energy a moment on your exhale. Daughter in the valley is next. You start at the top of the mountains you just went up. You shift to your right to bring your left heel forward. You stand tall. You inhale, and then you exhale down over the mountains. And then you come forward on the inhale. Daughter in the valley is what it's called. Daughter in the valley. And you can feel yourself coming from the bottom trail up towards the mountains. Can you feel that? And exhale over them slowly and inhale forward. 3, 4. Start at the bottom. 5 on your inhale. Exhale back and down over the mountains. 6, 7. Be sure to breathe. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, tongue on the upper palate. 8, 9. Good. Come back, feet in a V. Inhale here and sink it down. Rest on globes of energy and resistance to gravity. And shift to your left to bring your right heel forward. Daughter in the valley starts on the mountains. You exhale down and you inhale through the central trail. 4. Take your time. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Daughter in the valley comes to a graceful conclusion. Inhale and sink it down. Let's do some more groundings. Bring it up to your head. Bring it up to the trees. Open your legs out so you've got support. And down. Bring it up to the hills, a little bit higher. Only if that's comfortable for you. Exhale it down. Modify everything for your own body. Up to Yosemite and exhale down. And the last one is coming up towards the heavens, slight back bend of the upper spine. And then come down slowly, unrelaxation response. Here's your inhale and now exhale. And rest on globes of energy in resistance to gravity. Take a couple of deep breaths. We're now going to move into carry the ball to the side. Picking up a ball of energy over here, shift into this hip. Inhale and release this outside heel, which is your left, and move it across with your hips 3 times. Now bring in the outside foot, which is your right foot. Sink it, feet in a V. Wind up, pick up your ball of energy, and prepare it before you move across. Slide with an imaginary bench underneath your butt. And third one, everything is in 9s. This is the third group of 3. Feel the softness of the wrists, of the fingers, of the joints as they move. Moving back, winding up to your left, to move right. Stay with me. 3, bring in the outside foot, which is your left. Wind up left, release the right heel, and move right. Sink, feet in a V. Carry the ball comes to a graceful conclusion, and we move into push, pull. Shake it out. Shift right, move your left heel forward. Push with the heel of the hand. You're making a circle down and up. That's an exhale. This is an inhale back to the heart. Feel the circle in it. Feel your breath. That's the exhale. Here's your inhale back, tongue on the upper palate. 3 more. On your left side. Last one of push-pull on your left. Feet in a V. Ground it. Shift to your left. Right heel comes forward. Take your time. Good. Push-pull. Exhale forward. Inhale back to the heart. Soft turn here. Three more. 7. 8. 9. Of push, pull. Bring the foot back into a V here. Inhale and sink it down. Shift to your right. Left heel will come forward for pulling in the energy from the farthest star in the universe. So imagine that star in front of you, that you're going to pull in energy from it with your fingertips. The fingertips will be up this time in your circle. Ready? Inhale. You're on your left side. What would you want from your farthest star today? We all have them, right? When you wish upon a star, it makes no difference where you are. Take in the energy and maybe ask for something grand like peace, generosity, kindness, and community. Most important things we need in our life, along with the bottom of the pyramid, which is a home and food, water, family, all those things, whatever our family is. 6, bring that energy in. 7, 8, 9, your last one on your left side of pulling in the energy from the farthest star. Let's inhale it and ground it down. Ground it into the earth right at your low dantian. And now shift towards your left and bring your right heel forward, pulling in the energy from the farthest star in the universe through your fingertips. Check that the back foot's in a 45-degree angle. You know, you just can feel that. So you need the grounding back there. Last one of pulling in the energy from the most distant star in the universe. Inhale and sink it down. Rest on globes of energy in resistance to gravity. Let's hydrate before we go into the taffies. Couple of deep breaths. And you might want to shake it out at this point. I do. If I don't, my students start doing it, and then I have to. So you want to work with the people. That's the best thing with this practice. It's a community practice. Okay, inhale and sink it down. The taffies have a midpoint where you move through heavy air, so you'll notice that. Inhale for basic taffy. The underneath hand from the elbow is the invite hand, so it's going to invite you to the left, but the palms will separate on the exhale. Basic taffy. The invite hand is underneath. It just took you to the right. Now the invite hand will be the left. It'll take you to the left. It's the one that's underneath the other elbow. And the palms separate on the exhale. There's sticky stuff in the middle, which is why we call it an exhale, because you're moving through heavy air there. And last one, to the right, and always back to the left, which is our home base. Everything starts and ends there. Inhale and sink it down. Our next move is anchor taffy. You're going to be anchoring your right hip and bringing your left heel forward. Open the hips. Inhale, sink. And then bring the anchor in, which is your right foot. Right there, bring that anchor in. Good. Now the right foot will start. It's going to start, this right hand will be underneath. I am mirroring you, so just watch what looks like the hand in front of you. Forward left foot, left hand under the elbow. Invite to the left. And one more to the right hand under, forward. The anchor is now your left. And you're going to return to the left, bringing that forward foot. Your right foot's the anchor. Open the hips, sink it, and bring the anchor in. For the last time, moving to the left. Anchor taffy comes to a graceful conclusion. Take a couple of deep breaths. Don't wear yourself out. Sit down if you're tired. This is called circles taffy. Your feet are in a V. You're going to do a lot of sinking and rising here. You generally sink on an exhale, and anytime you come up, it's an inhale, if that helps. Left hand under. For circles taffy. Sink. Inhale. Exhale. To sink. Always feels like jump rope to me. Inhale and sink, sink, sink. Left hand under and pull the palms apart. And then bring in your right foot. Right hand under. And last one of anchor taffy. So that was your second variation of basic taffy. After we finish that, we go to this one. This is perpetual motion taffy, and it uses a heel step. So shift to your right and pick up this knee and drop the heel. That's your heel step. Now shift over here, bend this knee and release here. And notice how you end up moving to your left and then to your right. Okay, and then we add another one, which is the heart protector move. So you'll see all that. You'll come down this arm without touching and down the other arm without touching. And that all is connected in with the perpetual motion taffy. Okay? It'll get easier after a while. Here we go. Perpetual motion taffy. This is our third variation. Keep the body long. Let's slow it down once. Here we go. Ready? Same thing, slower. And last one. Good. And our next move is called working the pulley. This is a diagonal cross. Diagonal cross occurs as you shift to your right to bring your left heel forward and your left arm forward and your right hand underneath the hip, just like a swim move. Sliding on the back ball of the foot, sliding on the front heel to create the diagonal cross. Two more. And last one. Feet in a V. And now the diagonal cross will start on your right side. Your right hand comes forward, your left hand is under the hip. You'll be doing this kind of a move, kind of a side stroke combined with a crawl move here. So you'll figure it out. Ready? Exhale down. Bringing your right foot forward and your right hand. Sliding on the back ball of the foot and the front heel. This is best done with a not so long front back shift. So bring the feet a little bit closer together. You want to make sure you don't torque the joints. So that means the heel, the knee, the ankle, the hip all move together. And then the upper body just stays with it. Okay, it works beautifully. And now you're on your right side here with your feet. Two more. Last one. Good. Come back to center, inhale, and sink it down. Rest on globes of energy in resistance to gravity. And now we come to our last few moves, which are the beautiful light at the top of the head, light at the temple. Feet in a V, sinking down. Palms come overhead at the back of the skull here. They're facing each other. You're going to sink and rise. Circle the energy of yin and yang, all the opposites. Night and day, the weather, all the opposites, male, female, agreeing, disagreeing, whatever it is, circle it. It's the Tao, where everything comes together. Now you're going to hold it. Inhale. Sink and rise for light at the top of the head. Send it out into the world, into the earth, and back to your heart on the inhale. Your left hand is the heart hand. It comes up first. And you exhale down. Feet are still in a V when we come to light at the temple, which is at the temples right back here. Sink and rise. Feet in a V. Circle the energy of yin and yang, all the opposites, and hold the energy here. Inhale it. If you're comfortable, close your eyes. It's like seeing the connection between heart, head, and mind is important, and we honor it at the temple or temples. Light at the temple now releases, sink and rise, let it go. Out into the earth, through the earth, and back to your heart, heart end on top. Inhale. Joyous breath is next, feet in a V. Inhale up. Come to the balls of the feet and sink it down. Third time down, drop the heels. Don't drop too far. Here. That's enough. Last one. Passing clouds. All things change. Brushing the elbow, letting your hips move with that. You have a figure 8, which is the symbol of lifelong joy and happiness. A figure of this beautiful meditation of Tai Chi Chih, where we can see this figure 8, the infinity symbol, is the end of our practice almost. So this is called passing clouds. Theoretically, we let the mirror hand pass us, and then we stand with resistance, resilience, courage, and moving from the heart and mind in all our work with community. Be sure to breathe. Coming back to center, inhaling and sinking it down. And now we come to the 6 healing sounds of heart, which is your left foot and your left hand. Ho, ho. Of spleen, which is your digestion, both the same foot, but both hands. Hu. The third one is su, for the liver. your kidneys area. This liver's over here. This is your kidneys. Tsu, tsu, sh for the lungs, sh, shi for the triple heater, shi, and chui for the kidneys. Chui, the most important organ in Chinese medicine, more important than the heart. So it'll have more play at the end. Ready? Let's start again. Hoo, hoo, tsu, sh, shi, chui, ho, hoo, tsu, sh, shi. 5 chuis. Chui, heel step. Chui, 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 chui. Mixing the energy of yin and yang, all the opposites, and coming into cosmic consciousness. Pose with your left heel on your right ankle bone. Inhale here. Bring your left hand close to the heart. Bring the elbows out to the sides. Looking through the window of eternity, open the fingers and over it. Inhaling, bringing the fingers together. Turning the palms up. In gratitude to the many teachers, the many lives we have all had and shared together in community. This is truly a community practice. Have a wonderful week, and thank you for coming.